Hello students. Today we are going to discuss about the labor market introduction, definition, and what are the institutions of labor markets. When we are talking about the labor market issues, what are the issues the labor market is having? In India, the Indian labor market workers in the unorganized sector suffers from poor working conditions with almost no income or social security. On the other hand, workers in organized sector enjoying rising wages, improved working conditions, and secured jobs. The analysis which is going to deals with this the analysis of the various problems pertaining to labor market, the problems of the wage earners, unorganized sector workers, especially the uneducated and women, both in rural and urban areas. And what is the definition of the labor market? A labor market is a place where workers and employees interact with each other, and based on the demand and supply conditions of the labor force, the wages has been determined. In the labor market, employers compete to hire the best, and the workers compete for the best satisfying job. A labor market in an economy functions with the demand and supply of the labor, as I told in the definition itself. In this market, labor demand is the firm's demand for the labor, and supply is the worker's supply of the labor, or the amount of the labor force has been rendered by the worker. The supply and demand of labor in the market is influenced by changes in the bargaining power of wages. Suppose if the supply exceeds the demand, then there is be a unemployment issues. If the demand exceeds the supply, there will be a higher bargaining power of worker to get more wages. Issues in labor market. There are various issues are there in labor market in determination of the equilibrium wage rates. First one is surplus labor force. The labor market in India is suffering from higher labor force, excessive labor force due to the overpopulation. A huge number of laborers are rendered surplus due to lack of adequate demand arising out of both primary, secondary, and tertiary sector. And the second issue is unskilled labor. Most of the labor force, that means 94% of the, as per the NSSO, 93.5% of the people are working in unorganized sector in India. So obviously the unorganized sector attracts more of unskilled laborers and semi-skilled laborers. So due to this problem of unskilled laborers and semi-skilled laborers, they could not able to get more wages, or they can't able to bargain wages. The important problem pertaining to the labor market in India is there is a growing number of unskilled laborers in the recent years. In the absence of adequate vocational institutes, skill formation among the labor force in the country is the reason for the increase in the unskilled labor force. And the third one is lack of absorption of the skilled laborers, and the fourth one is imperfection market and working culture, then the lack of unions, then a problem of unemployment issues both in urban and rural areas, and the lack of labor reforms and the policies rendered by the government was not supporting the labor force to take an appropriate wage rates in the labor market. Thank you so much.